Hello everybody and welcome to another gameplay video of Metamancers, now with Malachi against Silas. We can see Silas' hand up there and we should see Malachi's hand down there. So this is a burst matchup. We have Malachi wanted to destroy Silas before Silas is able to combo and win with his one turn kill strategy. Remember that the first player doesn't win experience points, but he gets to draw a card. So we see Coveted Essence being melted, and they put these dice there just so they don't forget to remove 2 health points. Melt Silver Titan for 4 silver and just passes the turn. Malachi draws a Spectre. It's a really strong card. After the hotfix, before it was so expensive that it wasn't worth using, but right now it just puts a lot of momentum to the game if the match gets prolonged too much. So here we see Malachi melting an Iron Wave, trigger from Fiery Sparks for each iron that gets melted. He deals 1 damage to the opponent. He used 1 iron to cast a Fiery Blast, and Silas responds with a slow time to mitigate some damage here and there, win some time, trying to improve his hand meanwhile. It's 5 damage because Malachi's ability deals 3 fire damage if the spell casted is a projectile, and if it's just a spell he deals 1 damage, so that's 5 because 2 from Fire Blast and 3 from Malachi's ability. Now Master's Vessel being thrown there, some damage to the slow time, responds with a powder melt, leaves both on top. Experience points for everyone, and the owner of the turn gets to spend them. He gets an ethereal cannon there to improve his damage output. Beginning of the turn, he draws that card that he saw with the mirror from transmutation powder. Melts a Prometheum, gets a draw, and keeps playing. Lots of resources there already from Silas. Those resources might be enough to combo. End of the turn, he responds, sacrificing and generating some iron. Spends the iron. What's he gonna come with? So it's a Stealing Steel. Malachi really wants to get the experience point so he can go for the second ethereal damage talent. Gain some health points there, deal some damage, and passes the turn. Malachi gets some experience point, and Silas gets to spend the experience point he got from the previous turn. Draws a thorium powder, some damage there, some resources, really good. Melts it for 3 iron, triggers from Fire Sparks, just some damage, 3 damage there, and plays in the Spectre. This is the old version. It just puts a 1 agony token, but the new version puts 2 agony tokens, which makes it a way better card. it does not trigger the absorb talent, the defensive talent from Silas, because it's ethereal, and you just lose health. So it's not spell damage or attack damage. So it just doesn't trigger the defense from Silas talent. Melts a combustion and goes to experience point phase. Gets his second ethereal talent to maximize damage output. And passes the turn. Trigger from Agony, loses 2 health. Draws a card. We see Silas draw a Silver Sense, which is great. It's cheap. It's cheap and improves card selection overall, which is great. And it also counts as a 1 cast for Silas' ability. So look out there. He sees a Coveted Essence. Does mirror 1. He can put it on top or on bottom. He decides to leave it on top and then draws it. Second cast of the turn, Temporal Displacement. This is a nice selection card. You just filter 3 cards. It's a bit expensive, but it's just worth it. Totally worth it. So you gotta look 3 cards, and he gotta keep 2 cards. We see a Dark Portal and 2 Prometheums. So he's gonna keep 1 Prometheum and the Dark Portal. Oh, he kept both Prometheums, of course. Melts one of them, get the draw, the tasty draw. It's a Wise Words, so Wise Words is nice because it's gonna protect his cast from a Metal Sparks or a counter when he gets to combo. Plays a slow time. Trigger from Silas. Silas trigger is a mirror 2, so he gotta look 2 cards, leave them on top or throw them on the bottom, and now he can cast any spell from his junkyard for free until the end of the turn. So we see a 4th cast now. That means that Silas is going big and he wants to get that 1 turn kill. Otherwise he would just play the portal to the underworld and summon a Titan and control the game a little bit, but we can see that he just wants to go all in. Deals 2 damage, draws a card from Fire Blast. No responses from Malachi, it's just letting it roll. Since he has lots of resources, he's just gonna play Fervent Concentration. Why not, right? Just pop the damage, get what you want from the junkyard, put it on top, so you can draw it later from whatever other card you can play. Just maximize the damage there. So he puts some Fire Blast on top and deals those tasty 6 damage. He's just paying the resources for what he casted. Oh, another one. So that's the 6 casts in the turn. So Explosive Echoes is already dealing 18 damage there. Pays with Coveted Essence and leaves 1 iron behind. He's gonna put a slow time on top. Malachi is just watching right now. I don't remember his hand, but hopefully he has a Metal Sparks, otherwise it's just rip. He throws the Wise Words to return Spectre to the Malachi's hand and count it as a 7th spell the turn. 7 is just It's 21 damage. If he copies it, it's lethal. Yeah, he has it. He's going big. And yeah, so that's 2 explosive echoes, one for 24 and the other for 27. If Malachi doesn't have a metal sparks, it's just rip. It's just gonna wreck you down. So that's it for this matchup, and hope you enjoyed the video and you get to understand a little bit more of how the mechanics work here and there. And keep in mind that we are on Kickstarter, links on the description, and thank you for watching.